Yusuf's journey began on a night filled with terror. As a 7-year-old, he witnessed his parents being murdered by brutal criminals in a dark alley. His father was shot without warning, and his mother, trying to protect him, was stabbed. Yusuf could only scream, paralyzed by fear, as the third criminal smiled at him before they fled, leaving the lifeless bodies of his parents behind. Yusuf's young mind was scarred by the horrific memory. Alone in a dark room, he clutched his mother's old doll, his eyes full of sadness and anger. He vowed never to remain weak again. Determined, Yusuf left the city early one morning, carrying a small bag. He looked back at his poor neighborhood one last time before setting off on a journey to find strength. His travels led him to a monastery high in the mountains, where he beseeched the Grand Master to train him. Recognizing the determination in Yusuf's eyes, the Grand Master agreed. Years passed as Yusuf underwent rigorous training, mastering various martial arts. He trained day and night, facing formidable tests that honed his skills and wisdom. The Grand Master, believing Yusuf was ready, subjected him to a final test of courage. Yusuf was left in a dark cave until dawn, contemplating his path. Upon his return to the city, stark changes greeted him. Poverty and crime loomed everywhere. Yusuf's resolve to confront the criminals who murdered his parents hardened. He tracked down the first criminal, challenging him in a narrow alley. After a fierce fight, Yusuf left him for dead. His next target was living luxuriously, oblivious to his past sins. Yusuf invaded the criminal's home, setting it ablaze and leaving the man to perish in the flames. His final challenge was the third criminal, the boss who orchestrated it all. Yusuf prepared for their confrontation, equipping himself with every skill he had learned. In the leader's secret headquarters, a brutal battle ensued. Yusuf emerged victorious, torturing the leader as retribution before leaving him to die alone. With his vengeance complete, Yusuf departed from the city. However, the pain of his loss lingered. Seeking solace, he traveled to a remote place and discovered a community living in peaceful harmony. Gradually, he learned to find inner peace and release his anger. One day, Yusuf received a letter from a friend of his parents, revealing they had been fighting corruption before their deaths. Realizing his battle was far from over, he embarked on a journey to uncover the full truth about his parents' murder. His search led him to a vast conspiracy and a corrupt organization. Yusuf slipped back into the city, determined to dismantle the corruption from within. Posing as an ally, he infiltrated their headquarters, exposing their heinous acts and parading their leaders before the city's eyes. In the aftermath, Yusuf came to understand that true power lay not in revenge, but in the pursuit of justice and the rebuilding of his city. Yusuf, alongside his parents' friends, began the arduous task of restoring their home, bringing hope and leading the fight for a better tomorrow.